Welcome to our deep dive into New York State, with a special spotlight on its beating heart, New York City. Known as the Empire State, New York is a destination that captures the imagination of millions around the world. It's a place where history, culture, food, and innovation collide to create one of the most iconic regions on Earth. When most people hear New York, their minds immediately picture the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, the glowing lights of Times Square, and the Statue of Liberty proudly welcoming visitors into the harbor. But New York State is much more than just its famous city. From the quiet beauty of the Adirondack Mountains and Niagara Falls to the bustling boroughs of New York City itself, the state offers an incredible mix of natural wonders and urban excitement. This state is a leader in finance, fashion, art, technology, and culture, making it not only a popular travel destination but also one of the most desirable places to relocate and live. Whether you're drawn by the chance to walk Broadway, savor authentic New York pizza, explore world-class museums, or simply soak up the energy of the city that never sleeps, New York has something for everyone. In this video we'll uncover fascinating detailed facts about New York State and New York City, covering its landmarks, lifestyle, economy, cost of living, food, culture, and so much more. Stick with us until the end, because you're about to see why New York truly stands as one of the greatest places in the world. Fact 1. The birthplace of modern America. A historical powerhouse. When we think of New York, we often picture skyscrapers and bustling streets, but its historical significance runs much deeper. New York State, and especially New York City, has played a central role in the history of the United States. The city was once the nation's capital, from 1789 to 1790, and it was here that George Washington was inaugurated as the first president of the United States at Federal Hall on Wall Street. Beyond politics, Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty became symbols of hope for millions of immigrants arriving in America between 1892 and 1954. During this period, more than 12 million people entered the country through New York, shaping the city's unmatched diversity. New York was also at the heart of the Revolutionary War, witnessing battles and important strategies that helped secure American independence. Later, during the 19th and 20th centuries, it evolved into a hub of industrial growth, trade, and finance, becoming home to Wall Street and the New York Stock Exchange, still one of the world's most powerful financial centers today. The city also played a major role during the September 11, 2001 attacks. Although tragic, this moment demonstrated the resilience of New Yorkers, as Ground Zero now houses the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, a global landmark of remembrance and unity. In essence, New York's historical impact is unmatched. It's a state that carries the DNA of America's birth, struggles, triumphs, and transformation into a modern superpower. This makes it not just a tourist destination, but also a living classroom of world history. Fact 2. New York City, a global financial capital. If money makes the world go round, then New York is the city that keeps it spinning. Home to Wall Street and the New York Stock Exchange (NYSE), it is considered the world's leading financial hub. The city attracts businesses, entrepreneurs, and job seekers from across the globe. Manhattan's financial district is where trillions of dollars move through markets daily, influencing not just the American economy but global trade and investments. Major corporations like J.P. Morgan Chase, Citigroup, and Goldman Sachs all have headquarters in New York. The city's economy is diverse, spanning finance, media, technology, healthcare, and fashion. In fact, New York produces a gross state product, GSP, larger than many entire countries, making it an economic powerhouse. For anyone considering relocation for work or business, New York offers unmatched opportunities, but also stiff competition and high costs. Still, it remains the ultimate city for those who dream big. Fact 3. Food culture. A world on your plate. New York is a food lover's paradise. The city is known as one of the most diverse culinary capitals of the world. You can find authentic dishes from nearly every culture, thanks to its immigrant population. From classic New York-style pizza and bagels to global favorites like Chinese dumplings, Dominican mofongo, Italian pasta, and Middle Eastern falafel, there's no shortage of flavors. Street food is equally famous. Think hot dogs from a food cart or a halal chicken and rice platter from vendors around the city. High-end dining also thrives, with Michelin-starred restaurants led by world-renowned chefs. Food festivals like the NYC Wine and Food Festival showcase the city's variety. Interestingly, food trends often begin here before spreading worldwide, like the cronut, a croissant donut hybrid. For travelers and relocators, exploring neighborhoods like Chinatown, Little Italy, and Queens' diverse food streets is an unforgettable journey. Simply put, New York lets you taste the world without leaving the city. Fact 4. The cost of living, a city of contrast. One of the most important things to know before relocating to New York is its cost of living. The city consistently ranks as one of the most expensive in the U.S. Rent prices are high, especially in Manhattan, where a one-bedroom apartment can cost upwards of $3,000 per month. Groceries, dining out, and transportation also add up quickly. However, it's a city of contrasts. While Manhattan is costly, boroughs like Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and the Bronx offer relatively more affordable living options. Public transportation via the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, MTA, is extensive and cheaper than owning a car, making it possible to live without the expense of driving. On the flip side, salaries in New York often match the high cost, and opportunities in finance, tech, media, and healthcare can make the investment worth it. To manage living in New York, many residents embrace shared apartments or commute from nearby areas like New Jersey or upstate New York. For visitors, it's useful to budget carefully, as even short trips can become costly. Fact 5. The Statue of Liberty. A symbol of freedom. No discussion of New York would be complete without mentioning the world-famous Statue of Liberty. Gifted by France in 1886, Lady Liberty has long stood as a global symbol of freedom, democracy, and hope for millions. Located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, the statue was often the very first sight immigrants saw as they approached Ellis Island by ship, hoping to begin a new life in America. Standing at 305 feet from ground to torch, it is not only an engineering marvel of its time but also one of the most recognized monuments in the world. Today, visitors can take ferries to both Ellis Island and Liberty Island, exploring the Immigration Museum and even climbing into the statue's pedestal or crown for panoramic views of Manhattan's skyline. The Statue of Liberty isn't just a monument, it's a story carved into steel and copper, one that reflects America's values and the spirit of welcome. It continues to attract millions of tourists annually, cementing its place as one of the must-see attractions in New York. If you're enjoying these fascinating insights about New York, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future videos about amazing places across the United States. Fact 6. Central Park. The green heart of Manhattan. Nestled in the heart of Manhattan, Central Park is a breathtaking 843-acre oasis that offers a refreshing escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. Designed by Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux in the mid-19th century, the park is not only one of the most visited urban parks in the world but also a masterpiece of landscape architecture. From boating on the lake to enjoying open-air concerts, visiting the Central Park Zoo, or simply relaxing on the Great Lawn, there's something for everyone. In winter, the park's Woolman Rink transforms into a magical ice skating destination, while spring brings blossoms that brighten every corner. Beyond recreation, Central Park plays a key ecological role, improving air quality and serving as a natural habitat for hundreds of species of birds and plants. Its cultural significance is equally massive. Countless movies, music videos, and TV shows have been filmed here, making it instantly recognizable even for those who haven't visited. Whether you're jogging on the paths, taking a horse-drawn carriage ride, or attending Shakespeare in the Park, Central Park is a reminder that New York balances steel skyscrapers with lush greenery. Fact 7. Times Square. The crossroads of the world. Known as the crossroads of the world, Times Square is a dazzling hub of lights, entertainment, and energy. Located at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue, it is perhaps the most iconic intersection in America. Times Square attracts over 50 million visitors annually who come to experience its giant digital billboards, buzzing atmosphere, and vibrant mix of street performers and entertainment. Beyond the lights, it's the beating heart of Broadway theater, with world-class shows performed just steps away. New Year's Eve in Times Square is legendary. The ball drop tradition has been celebrated since 1907, drawing millions both in person and via broadcast worldwide. However, Times Square isn't just about tourism. It's also home to major corporate headquarters, studios, and restaurants that operate around the clock. While some locals might avoid its constant crowds, for travelers it represents the sheer spectacle of New York City, a place where the city's spirit of ambition and creativity is on full display. If you ever visit, prepare for sensory overload in the best possible way. Fact 8. Broadway. The beating heart of theater. Broadway in New York City is often called the capital of theater, and for good reason. It represents the pinnacle of live performance, where plays and musicals have captured the imagination of millions worldwide. Located in Manhattan's theater district, Broadway features over 40 professional theaters, each with more than 500 seats, making it one of the most vibrant entertainment hubs in the world. Tourists and locals alike flock here to watch world-renowned productions like The Lion King, Hamilton, Wicked, and Phantom of the Opera. Beyond the glitz and glamour, Broadway has deep historical roots. It began in the 1700s and became synonymous with American culture in the 20th century. Watching a Broadway show isn't just entertainment, it's a cultural rite of passage when visiting New York. However, tickets can be pricey, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars, but budget travelers can score discounted passes at the TKTS booths around Times Square. If you're considering relocating to New York, the fact that Broadway is always around the corner adds a richness to daily life, as locals have the privilege of enjoying cutting-edge art and culture year-round. This world-class theater scene not only fuels the city's tourism industry but also contributes massively to the economy, generating billions in revenue and providing thousands of jobs. So, whether you're a lifelong theater enthusiast or a casual tourist, Broadway is an unforgettable slice of New York's identity. Fact 9. The Empire State Building, a symbol of ambition. Standing proudly at 1,454 feet, the Empire State Building is one of the most recognizable skyscrapers in the world. Completed in 1931 during the Great Depression, it was a remarkable feat of engineering and a symbol of hope at a time of economic hardship. For nearly 40 years, it held the title of the tallest building in the world until the World Trade Center was completed in the 1970s. Today, it remains one of New York's most visited tourist attractions, drawing over 4 million visitors annually to its observation decks. The building is an Art Deco masterpiece, designed by William F. Lamb, and it has been featured in countless cultural moments, from King Kong to Sleepless in Seattle. Beyond tourism, it serves as a major business hub, housing thousands of workers in its 100-plus floors. At night, the Empire State Building's lighting displays are used to commemorate events, holidays, and causes, making it a beacon visible across the city. Visiting this landmark gives you sweeping panoramic views of Manhattan and beyond, an experience that remains a bucket list item for tourists worldwide. For anyone considering relocation, the Empire State Building symbolizes the drive and ambition that make New York such an inspiring place to live. Fact 10. The New York Subway. A city beneath the city. The New York City subway is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a world of its own, running beneath the hustle and bustle of the city. Opened in 1904, it is one of the oldest and largest public transit systems in the world, with 472 stations and more than 660 miles of track. The subway runs 24 hours a day, making it the heartbeat of the city's mobility. Each day, millions of people, from bankers to artists, tourists to students, rely on it. But the subway isn't only about getting from one place to another. For many visitors, it's an adventure. Musicians, dancers, and performers turn platforms into stages, giving commuters free entertainment. Some stations are decorated with stunning artwork, mosaics, and sculptures, making the underground system double as an art gallery. Of course, the subway has its challenges. It's busy, loud, and sometimes overwhelming for newcomers, but once you learn the lines, you'll see why New Yorkers proudly call it the lifeblood of their city. Fun fact, if you laid out the subway tracks end to end, they would stretch all the way to Chicago. For visitors, buying a Metro card or the new Omni Tap system is the best way to explore the city affordably, connecting you to every borough. And that brings us to the end of our exciting journey through New York City, a city of ambition, culture, history, and endless energy. From iconic landmarks like the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty to hidden gems across the 5 boroughs, New York offers something for everyone, whether you're visiting, relocating, or simply dreaming about life in the city that never sleeps. We hope these facts gave you a deeper appreciation for what makes New York truly unique, from its multicultural neighborhoods and world-class entertainment to its bustling streets, diverse food, and dynamic lifestyle. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to explore more amazing cities around the world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell. Share your favorite New York memory or dream destination in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.